We had never thought about living in Paris with the prospect of planting a church. The second we started thinking about it with ministry in mind, with church planting in mind, it changed everything. Honestly, I didn't even know what church planting was before I found Acts 29. It was through the website that I discovered what that was and kind of just realized, like, this is what we need. After all these years of praying that God would send an opportunity to plant churches, thinking that nobody in France was with Acts 29 yet, I got a call from Philip inviting me to come intern with him. So like from one day to the next, in the course of in a very short amount of time, we went from praying for this, thinking about it, dreaming about it, to doing it.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Jason Procopio, je suis américain, je vis en France depuis 11 ans avec mon épouse Loane qui est française et mon fils Jack qui a 3 ans. Je suis le pasteur de l'Église Connexion à Châtelet-Léal à Paris.
So Église Connexion officially launched in September of 2014. We planted in Châtelet-Léal. It's directly in the center of the city. And we learned very quickly that even though this place was so perfectly located, so centrally located, there were 0 evangelical churches here. The area itself is very diverse. On the east side, there's a street that runs just behind the train station called Rue Saint-Denis, which is one of the 2 main hubs for prostitution, porn theaters, as well as drug trafficking and things like that. When we told Christians that we were coming to plant in Châtelet-Léal, they always got that kind of look on their face, like, why on earth are you going there? Just to the west, like a 5-minute walk from there, you have the really rich, chic, very nice area of the city where the rich people go to live, and that's why it's so expensive to live here. The biggest need that we have here on the one side is working in an area that's so dark and that where the need is so obvious. And then on the other side, convincing people who have everything that they're missing the one thing that they actually do need. In terms of making relationships with unbelievers, people here, it's a very secular culture, they tend to be very reticent to come to church. We just felt it natural that a church community should not be limited to what we do on Sundays or even to Bible studies on Thursday nights, but that we should actually share our lives together. And so every Sunday evening after service, everybody will come back to our apartment for dinner. So now there are 15 to 20 people packed inside our tiny living room, having dinner together, just talking, sharing their lives together, and we do this every week. And that's where the French are the most comfortable. So the dinners have also been a fantastic way to invite unbelievers who don't want to come to church necessarily, but who still enjoy our company and who still want to be a part of what's going on. Our best testimony will be the lives that we share together and the love that we have for one another. That's going to be the best way to show the world that we love Christ and that He's worth loving. The French Council for Evangelicals has a goal of planting 1 church for every 10,000 residents in the next 15-20 years. If we wanted to do that, even in our immediate area, we'd need to plant 10 more churches here today. My dream is that this church, given its location, could be kind of a hub for church planting in the city. Honestly, Acts 29 is the reason that we're here in the first place. Besides the assessment process, which of course is just invaluable, just the community of other men and women in Europe who have the same heart for the gospel, who know are praying for one another, are in the same situations, who are going through the same struggles. It's just been a huge blessing and a relief. No matter how isolating church planting can be, we know very well that we're not alone in this.
Je vous donne un commandement nouveau, aimez-vous les uns les autres. C'est à cela que tous reconnaîtront que vous êtes mes disciples, si vous avez de l'amour les uns pour les autres.